Today seemed like a day like any other. I was at work making the best popcorn imaginable at my family business, Galen's Popcorn. A little shout out, link in the description. Until I got a notification on my phone that there was this huge Amiibo restock happening on Nintendo's website. And so I hopped on here real quick because it's been happening a little bit more often here. You're getting pings that random refreshes here are happening, but this one was actually a little bit bigger than the others. And I'm kind of surprised at how many new amiibo that we are getting, or I shouldn't say new, refreshed here amiibo, but a lot that we have not seen for a while. In fact, there's some that I'm glad that I saw that got restocked here. Of course, we've got like Sora, the one that just here released, but I missed out on Kirby, and so I picked up Kirby here right away. Joker, in fact, I've got Joker here right here with me because I got this one at Best Buy, but Joker just restocked, and quite honestly, a few amiibo here. Some that we've never seen a reprint of, like the Pikmin series one here as well. And scrolling all the way through, there's just a decent amount. Even the Series 5 amiibo cards were sold out for a while. I thought they were going to get deleted, but now they're even back. So there's just a big restock here in 2024 of amiibo happening, and I'm all for it because, you know, when they first released, they kind of dumped a lot on us at a time, and back then I could only buy so many, but honestly now I'm a little bit more into trying to make sure I collect them all. And so when I was looking at these lists of amiibos that just restocked here, I was wondering if we were getting like a Wave 1 refresh, although there were a lot missing. And so looking back at Wave 1, we still haven't seen any Mario and Link. However, like if they're doing restocks of a bunch of different ones, then I'm wondering if we're going to see, you know, like Mario, Link, we got Samus, Kirby, I can't remember if we got Fox, but we got Villager. And I think Martha's still available. We have all of these amiibo, at least in this first wave of restocking happening, that just became available. I wonder if they're going to try to target more amiibo restocks here and more just prints that we haven't seen in such a long time. And to be honest, that's great. I've got my eye right on all these amiibo because there's so many that I'm ready to pick up. Now there are a bunch of amiibo available here on, like, I like to use this site called ArtSwift. I know that you can get it, I believe, on the other website that Play Asia. And I believe there's a lot there. I usually just search on here because there's a whole bunch of different amiibo available here as well. In fact, a lot of amiibo, like even the wedding amiibo here, for a really cheap price, in my opinion. If you've been seeing the prices of some of these wedding here amiibo, now granted, you're not going to get the US box if you're in America, like this one is like the Japanese here. But still being able to pick this up for like $16.99 and not too bad in shipping is really good for refreshes. I've used this site here before to pick up a couple here in the past and have been very satisfied. And so if there's not a bunch happening to get restocked here in America, there are sources to get them for fairly cheap, but they've been just getting restocked all over the place, including even GameStop has these two, Guardian, which I didn't know if we'd ever get another Guardian re-release, and the hugely expensive Twilight Princess Wolf Link amiibo that I was able to secure these pre-orders here as well, because they just refreshed them here just a couple weeks ago here. And still just kind of even looking. In fact, you can still pre-order these here, by the way, at least this one. You can still pre-order it here now to this day. So if you still are looking for these amiibo, go ahead and jump on it. But there's been just such a huge wave of amiibo, especially as amiibo have been dying out, becoming less popular. It's amazing to see that this year we're just getting loads of new ones coming out. Now, I dove back in my collection here to kind of see which ones are my most expensive ones and the ones that are probably in the need of a reprint. And I'm not sure if we're going to get some of these. The Amiibo 3-pack has been incredibly expensive for a while here now. Loose prices are $80. In fact, mine are complete in box here still to this day. Let's see, which those are going for, oh, there's no new, here we go, $90. So that's not much, not much of a difference between new and complete in box, or new and loose price between there. But again, are we gonna see reprints going this far? I'm not quite exactly sure. But the next one, Poochie Amiibo. Yarn Yoshis, that's definitely so much of a harder restock to do than just, you know, like the plastic figures. So again, with this one, it's unfortunate that some of these that are still super expensive and hard to obtain are maybe not going to get a refresh. But I have some. I was actually kind of shocked to see that this one loose is going for like $50 and new in box is going for like $66. The Pokemon trainer. This one I feel like could be highly possible to getting, you know, a reprint of. And that would be great, in my opinion. Now, I'm a collector of the Amiibo, but I still, even the ones that I have, I'm perfectly fine, and I've always said this, because I don't think you should value all of your products, unless you are just in it to try to sell it later, which, you know, I don't know about that. There's some ethics behind it, but either way, hear me out here. I'm perfectly fine with reprints happening of these and completely tanking the prices. That way more people can once again get into this, because it's just kind of ridiculous on how expensive some of these Amiibo are. And there's some that, you know, that I would rather pick up here once again, but that's just been the hurdle. The price point has been way too much. In fact, another good example is the the 8-bit Link that I've just recently picked up because it was on Amazon for, you know, only like $25. And for that Amiibo, I feel like it's pretty decently priced at $25. Now, I have kind of a list of the ones that I would love to see restocked because I missed out on them. Daisy, for one. I don't know if I was sleeping when Daisy was released, because I don't even really remember Daisy releasing. April 12th of 2019. I don't know what I was doing, but I totally missed Daisy. And to be honest, I would love to see a Daisy reprint from the Super Smash Brothers, so I could pick up Daisy here. I've got another one. I kind of talked about this, the wedding outfit Mario characters like Bowser. I have Peach and also Mario. I passed on these when they first were released because at the time I thought, I have so many Mario Amiibo. I have, you know, like the silver, the regular Smash. I have the 8-bit ones. I have all that. I don't need any more Mario Amiibo. But now that the time has passed, these came out in 2017. I do kind of regret not picking these guys up as well. I just didn't feel like I needed them at the time. Granted, I don't need them now, but now that the dust has settled, I don't really even care anymore how many of Mario I have. I just kind of want more. And speaking of then Mario, like the Super Mario series as well, I would love to see reprints of these. I don't know if we're going to see reprints of these ever. It seems like they're really at least targeting the Smash series on any kind of reprints. But like I missed out on like basically all of these. Now that I wouldn't necessarily pick up all of these, but like Goomba and Koopa Troopa, I would definitely pick up here as well. I ended up getting Boo, which is actually a pretty expensive one, but there's actually, you know, a handful of these that I'd rather pick up here as well. Now, I could keep going on and on, but I won't bore you forever. I also pulled in Rob. I loved this one on the shelf. I just never ended up picking it up. But the Famicom colored Rob is such like a good idea to bring to like all markets too. And I do really wish I picked this one up. I hope I'll see maybe a reprint of this one at some point, at least in America. And the one that I would want the most, although I don't think we will ever see a reprint here of this one, would be, oh no, get out of here, I don't want to take a survey, would be the Mega Yarn Yoshi. Again, with Daisy here on this one, I don't know when this Amiibo released. I must have been sleeping for it, because This is an amazing amiibo, and I would have secured it immediately, but I just don't even remember when this one was coming out. Exclusive Toys R Us launch, I guess, but and I completely missed it. So I have like just kind of a list of a bunch of amiibo that I'm hoping to get. They have been restocking a bunch of the Legend of Zelda ones, so I've been picking up a lot of those, but there's a few that I'm missing there, say like Toon Link and, oh no, I have Toon Link, the Wind Waker Link. Am I thinking that correct? There's so many that I can't keep straight. But yes, I believe that's the one that I'm missing. Either way, this is just super exciting. And with the huge drop that we just received today on Nintendo's website, I'm hopeful because it was just kind of, in my opinion, a random drop of just random amiibo like Samus and a lot of like first gen or first wave amiibos that we just haven't seen. And I think that means that we might be lucky and they'll just keep restocking. I've seen pictures of Japanese shelves, you know, at the Nintendo Japan, where their shelves still seem to be full of amiibo. And they might be testing the markets here in America. And if we're all still buying it, they might keep stocking them, which is fantastic. I think that was just, you know, the case, at least with probably a lot of people. There was just a lot of amiibo that were dropped, you know, all in these waves at once. It was just hard to pick them all up. I felt bad for, you know, dropping like $150 or whatever in amiibo at once, so I'd only pick up like 3 at a time and wait a little bit. But hey, this is just super exciting. 2024, we might end up seeing a lot of amiibo restock. I'm all for it. Which amiibo do you hope that you can get restocked? That way you can purchase one. I'm super curious on if you have a huge collection like me, or if there's just a couple that you want that you missed when they were first coming out and now you want. Because amiibo, they're just a great little collectible figure, in my opinion. They were $12.99 when they first came out for something that can interact in a game, but there is just honestly a really iconic, you know, figure that can sit on your shelf. In my opinion, is well worth the money. Now they're all $15.99, but to me, that, you know, that's still honestly worth the money for the figure itself. And the fact that you can do some stuff in games is, you know, just a bonus in my opinion. But yeah, huge restocks here coming. Keep your eye open, especially on Nintendo's website. I think that most of them maybe now are at least going to be hitting Nintendo's website. GameStop and Best Buy, they're still getting, you know, random restocks here and there. I still have like a bunch that I got on pre-order here that are coming like next month. But at least keep your eye on Nintendo's website too, because they're at least seem to be hitting that too as well, not just like exclusive restocks through a certain carrier as well. So keep your eyes open, ladies and gentlemen. This is super exciting if you're an amiibo collector like me. Which one are you hoping to get? Until next time, thanks for making it all to the end of this video. Have a good one. Peace!